In our previous video, we talked about stress and the effects it has on the body. We discussed some of the acute stress, the chronic stress, and how these things are going to affect us. And now we're going to take a couple of minutes. We're going to talk about how we can take some steps to reduce overall stress. One of the things that people are looking at now that we have time on our hands is all these things that we are going to get done while we have so much time. All the projects around the house, what we're going to do in the yard, the books that we're going to read, the workouts that we're going to do, all these things where we could potentially set ourselves up for failure because of unrealistic expectations. Remember that while we have time, we also continue to have responsibilities. There are a number of people that are working from home. Kids are still starting their online schooling. There are other things that are going to keep you from maybe some of these goals that you've set for yourself. So make sure that when you set a goal, it's going to be a reasonable expectation, and then work on one at a time. Don't make yourself a list of all the things you're going to get done and then think that you can work on multiples at one time. Set a goal, make sure that it is a reasonable goal, and then work towards that goal. When that goal is accomplished, then work on the next goal within that train, within that line. So if you are going to, let's say, I'm going to work out every day, I'm going to do something every day. Okay, great. What are you going to do? Start small. Make sure that you're not biting off more than you can chew. Make sure that you're not creating a program that requires resources that you don't have. Within that workout goal, I'm going to put 20 pounds on my deadlift PR. Maybe, but do you have the weight to do that? Do you have the time to do that? Is this really a good time to worry about that? Or maybe you just want to work on maintaining the strength that you have right now. The same thing when it comes to a weight gain or weight loss goal. Don't set yourself that goal of losing 30 pounds within a month if you're not going to be able to be active enough to burn off those calories. You can't starve yourself into weight loss. You need to work your way out of that. So maybe now isn't the time to worry about a drastic weight loss goal. Maybe now it's time to work on better eating habits or maintaining current body weight. Okay, let's not gain any weight while we're stuck in lockdown. So a better goal, instead of worrying about how much weight you're going to lose, is what can you do to improve your eating habits. So let's talk about that for just a moment. If we're going to have better habits, which that should be your main goal. Okay, you want to establish better habits, better exercise habits, better eating habits, better study habits. You want to establish a better habit. When it comes to your eating habits, you maybe want to eliminate not everything, but one thing that you don't need, okay? Whatever that might be. We talked earlier about what happens with cortisol and how that makes the body intake more glycogen and get more glycogen into the cell. Well, we don't always need that if we're not burning that sugar off. So maybe a good goal would be to cut back on the processed sugar. Cutting back on the sweet drinks, cutting back on the sweet foods, cutting back on processed sugars, white flours, white breads, that kind of thing. If you maintain that, if you're able to do that, then that's your goal, that's what we want, okay? That's probably going to bring you into a healthier standpoint. So that's how you're going to improve your eating habits. So make that one change in habit. And make sure that it's also something that's tangible. You don't want to just say, I want to eat better. Eat better than what? Okay, what steps are you going to take to do that? So that could be, I'm going to identify something in the house, something in my diet that I don't need right now that I can do without, and I'm going to eliminate that. And just start with that. Do that for a week. Okay, I have eliminated bread or pasta or a sweet snack. Okay, great. Then the next week, what else can I do? I'm going to eat more vegetables. I'm going to eat a larger portion of vegetable in place of the reduction in that processed sugar. Okay, so there is your next goal. So little steps like that will be more attainable, and then as you start to see progress and success there, then we can start looking at the bigger goals, or you have success with several little goals, and all of a sudden that big goal has happened without really realizing it. And that's just one of the ways that we can use this time to start dealing with stress.